Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication. On the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Buckeyes offense will come out first. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And, David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man, but he's got both. So they can attack the whole field. He can get it a multitude of ways. Like, these are two superstars at the top of their game.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Reed. Still looking to his right. He's going to run it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, it's White. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The Cornhuskers offense will now get its first chance with the football. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Give to the single back. He's loose at the 15. Could be an alley. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open.
Wide open on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Huskers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. When they wanted a touchdown last time, this drive, they can go make it happen.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The run inside. It's Jackson. They put the brakes on it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
3rd and long right here. Reed throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Was to pass. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Jackson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Reed. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the air, it's Reed. Out wide left, it's Mark. He's stopped.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Here's Reed to throw. Lines his back in the middle. Drag down.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the coaching staff's going to have to talk to him about making quicker decisions. Today, if guys aren't open right away, take off and run or throw it away. But you can't hold it for that long.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side is Smith. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quick give. It's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Reed. Out wide right, it's White. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's White. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Buying time to his right. Throwing on the run. Right side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Ohio State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it quickly on the left. Right there, short gain on the grab. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. The Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Second and long here. Reed rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Past the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Roberts. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Takes the handoff. It's White. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Reed to throw for it on fourth. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be second and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Touchdown! Buckeye! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gonna run it. It's Booth. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Obviously didn't like what he saw in first down, and they use a timeout. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here, executing at a high level.
The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Throwing Reed. Out wide left, it's Roberts. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Hits inside, it's Jackson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Hit and stopped right there, not much on that pickup.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here's Reed to throw. Grabs it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation. Beautiful throw out in front of the target.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll go to the counter play. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Reed. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Plows through the defense. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Right back to the well. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He's past the marker. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for a crease. And he's tackled, brought down to the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Working the ground game. There he goes. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw one first. Open on the right side, that's Smith. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Caught by Smith. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to pass. The throw. Right side, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're all over it. Has it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Here comes the 2-point try. Gets the back moving. He wants to throw it. Left side, it's Booth. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Long way to go on second down. They'll ride him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Jackson fighting off the defender.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.